why are you running?
I'm running to try to right the ship. I think they have a lot of they messed a lot of things up out there, and I'd like to see some little more accountability and more, different. If things work, you don't need to change them. They came in and they basically bought people out and did a lot of other things to change the leadership and put people in that they wanted. And then in some cases, they even got rid of the ones that they put in there. And one of the biggest things that upset me, of course, being a Democrat, is they eliminated the diversity leadership and stuff, and the Department of Intrusion or whatever. So I'm looking to clean things back up and right the ship.
What are some of your priorities, Keith?
Accountability. I want less things done behind doors. Right now I feel there's a lot of stuff that they're doing behind doors. So I want some accountability. I'd like to see the diversity department brought back, among other things. And I plan on being a lot more accountable than the ones that are in there now.
Can you tell me a little bit about you personally, like things you like to do, places you like to go?
I'm kind of a homebody. I guess I sold my soul to General Motors. I worked a lot of hours for 35 and a half years as a tool and die maker. And now I'm retired, and I'm bored. And not only am I bored, but I'm also looking to have a purpose to my life. And it just seems like, the number one obstacle was to raise my son as a single parent and to retire from GM, which I accomplished. But now I'm looking for another, way to help out and be important to society. And I think that this is something I can really accomplish.
Tell me a little bit about why should people vote for you?
They should vote for me because I care about people, and I've always represented people. I've looked out for people, and I want a better living for everybody. So that's what I'll work for.
You pretty much answered this in your first question, but I just want to ask it anyways. What has been your thoughts over the past year and a half to 2 years with the Ottawa County government?
A lot of wasted money, a lot of wasted time, a lot of unnecessary wasted time and money. Some real ridiculous things have happened out there, and there's no call for that.
I was wondering if I could ask you some follow-up questions to get some clarity on some of your answers. When you said they messed up a lot of things, what were you referring to?
Well, I guess I find it hard to believe that since the Republicans already controlled Ottawa County, why the new group of Republicans had to come in and start cleaning house, get rid of individuals or departments that were established by the Republicans before them. Diversity is a very needed department, and of course, lo and behold, as soon as they get rid of the diversity department, they end up firing their new administrator, which they fired the other administrator that was hired by the Republicans before them. That cost them money for severance, and the diversity, that cost them some severance. They just keep throwing money away. They even offered tried to get rid of the head of the health, and it's just one wasteful move after another.
To get an understanding, why do you think the diversity, equity, and inclusion department should be brought back? Or
Well, it's a good example. I mean, after that's, of course, I wasn't there, but supposedly that's part of the reason that they got rid of the administrator they hired. But it's very important. It's important to who we hire. It's important to how we treat people. I'm big on how we treat people. My grandfather was, and I am too. I think that there's things you need to understand that doesn't always get understood right, and you need that barrier there, that liaison in the diversity department to help through rough times.
and to get clarity, I remember one of your answers. You were describing like they bought people out. Were you referring to the severance packages?
Yes, the severance packages and also any contracts that you have. So there was even a move to try to throw away $4 million, and of course the judge put a stop to that. That's taxpayer money, and appreciate the fact that happened, that it did get stopped. There was some other different things that they done too, and then of course the big thing that people probably don't even realize is they were going to give themselves a better than a 50% raise or whatever, or about that. It was ridiculous. And then they had in there, and I don't know if they got it or not, because there was a stipend in there for $1,000 toward their insurance. I mean, this is a public service job, and of course I made a good living, but even then, I even served part of my term as a Kent County Commissioner where I didn't get paid because I was laid off when General Motors closed. Since I was laid off, my commissioner pay had to come out of the sub pay, because it was money I was making outside of GM while I was laid off. So I basically, for the first 6 months, for all intent and purposes, did it for nothing. And I mean, I even took a move to Flint, Michigan, rather than go down to Indiana. That probably cost me $40,000-$50,000 a year in overtime, because I went back to production for 2 years until I got back into tool and die, and I lost quite a bit of money. But the big thing was I got to be a Kent County Commissioner. I got to represent the Democrats and take care of the people who voted me in, and my son. He was a junior at Catholic Central, and I got to spend a little more time with him by staying in Michigan. So I've never done anything according to money, and I feel that's wrong for them to come in and try to get their pay raised. And I mean, there's one thing between a raise, but that was ridiculous. And then to think that they're going to get part of their health insurance and stuff paid, I have some real issues with that. That doesn't sit well with me.
So you're good. So to clarify, you're good with the pay currently for the Ottawa County Commissioner, so it's like $20,000.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That's, I think, if they want to raise it a little bit, that's up to the majority of the ones, but I'm satisfied with whatever it is.
Keith, I think of everything I can ask at this moment. Is there anything else you'd like to add in?
No, but if elected, I will do my best to represent the people first, and it will be well worth it. Thank you.